Hi there, Virgo. This is Kim with your messages that you need to hear within the next 3 days. For whatever reason, they're wanting to come to you as a message. Maybe it is what you are brewing up in the ethers. So let's open up to your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels. And let's see what we have. Virgo, hope you guys are doing good today, by the way. Hope you're doing good. Let's see, this is Kim Krans Wild Unknown archetype deck. Wow. Okay. What is going on? Oh, okay. All right. We have the Siren, the underworld, and the one. This is a lineup that I have never seen before come out with this deck before. Because, all right, let's start off with the Siren. So the Siren is this energy of you being very alluring at this time. Your energy speaks for itself. You have a certain beauty to you, and in a sense, your energy is singing a song, and it's attracting someone or someones, maybe the one, but then we have this underworld energy. So let me go to the book, because the underworld is not necessarily the best place, but it's a place where we all go from time to time in this journey here. So I'm thinking that your looks have attracted somebody or something else, and maybe piqued your curiosity, and it's maybe causing some issues with another situation that is on its way out the door. That's just what I get right away from this. Of course, you could have the message of the chosen one, the person who basically has realized that they have a great destiny, that they have a calling, and perhaps part of that calling is this energy that you radiate, that attracts other people to you, like getting double takes everywhere you go or something. And with people that have gotten to a point of realizing that they are a big part of this divine plan, that they are consciously co-creating with the universe, it's a certain frequency. They usually have gone through a lot of underworld things. Okay, so let me read to you the underworld. Okay, the nightmare, the ordeal, the bottom. Goodness, nightmare, suffering, and pain. Oh, wow. The darkness pulls us into its depths through disturbing dream images, illness, war, conflict. But it's just talking about how it's best not to deny that this part of life exists. I'm assuming because it's the point is to kind of get through it, Ooh. It says, take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, and soldiers of light during our shadowy times. So it says here, facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. Okay, because of that statement, I'm leaning towards this is a chosen one energy, and you may not be somebody that really even resonates with me saying that. Okay, do you see how when I started off saying in the next 3 days you might need these messages? Doesn't mean that this is day 1, day 2, day 3. I'm not doing it like that. I did that for a little while, but I'm not doing it like that. Just I'm just saying that because of a couple comments that I've had from people being beautifully sarcastic. So facing darkness and choosing light, and see that, so that's what you've done. You have faced darkness and you have chosen light, and now you are this frequency where, I mean, you know exactly who you are. You know you've come here to do something. I feel like the siren is a person who is happy and whole and comfortable with themselves, especially their image, that, you know, inside and out. They're comfortable with who they are, so they're going to attract a lot of people that are seeking to be whole, and they find that missing thing in you. So that's why I think you might be attracting a lot of different people to your energy at this time. But let's see what they want us to focus on with this, the one. If you're a Gnostic, then you might be viewing the one as the monad. And remember, they're all just, I know, just words. But the monad is describing the one energy, the one source energy, that really doesn't have a name. Because if it's the one, then there's nothing that comes before it to give it a name. You know, the monad, the one who's unknowable, because there was nothing that came before to get to know it. And so in essence, in that essence, we are all part of the monad getting to know itself, because of there not being anything else. So maybe this is a little bit about non-duality too, or something that interests you in that sense. Let's see what else. Oh, and I'm using a microphone today, and I never do, so I don't know what this is going to sound like, or God forbid you have to hear like every breath or clearing of the throat. I'll just go ahead and apologize, because I don't know what this is going to sound like. Had a slight fear of microphones for a while, but I got over it. So, why are you taking so long, Spirit? We don't usually take this long. Okay. Expansion. That might be another message here too. Expansion. Is that something that's taken a while to get to this point? Sidereal space. Give me something for the one. Ooh, nice. Interesting. So it's taken a while to get out of the void. But the way that I'm reading the void was before you knew. You know how I said people would be probably attracted to you if they haven't found something in themselves that they find in you. Okay, some people find that extremely attractive, and then other people, you're highlighting their shadow, or their they fear the light, that you have. Your light is just simply like your awareness of all of the parts that make you whole. And so I think that there was a long time of being in a void state and filling that void up with something. A big purchase, a big purchase, a job that pays really great, and it's the thing you've been trying to get, and here it is, a big achievement, love from someone. Excuse me. So whatever it was, it has stopped. The need to constantly fill something up when you were already whole, it just had to be recognized, or all of the feelings that you were seeking outside of yourself, you found within yourself. I think that's what that represents, and that makes you appealing, really appealing and whole. Okay, so expansion is big, big, big energy. I think we know what expansion is. Sidereal space is about things kind of like belonging to the stars and out there in space. There are things that are happening beyond what we can immediately control. And so that might be a little bit of this underworld energy too, is that there are some things that happen that are beyond our human comprehension of why they happen, such as suffering, such as nightmarish ordeals. But sidereal space is a card that lets you know that there actually is a higher power at work. And in essence, it's kind of like the cosmos card, where everything is actually in order. You're always at the right time and the right place. And this is knowing that this present moment that you are having is the present. It's your eternal present from the higher power, where you get to witness from a certain perspective everything unfolding, getting to know different parts of itself. And some parts are the underworld. So you could have done a lot of your own shadow work. Some of you all might actually be drawn to psychic medium. You may feel like you get messages, you have contact from people who have passed on. In specific, like people who have actually passed on because of that underworld. And I'm getting a shamanic tie with that, of a lot of shadow work, a lot of work in maybe some darker astral realms. So, and then the siren. Well, there's something about you that is completely expanding at this time. And it has to do with that beautiful, alluring energy of the siren. Let me see it'd be interesting to see what animal spirit comes out, because that's the mermaid. But then again, it always makes me think of the Nephilim and the women that they chose as brides. They were turned into sirens. I don't know, you might, maybe you just relate to those stories or have an interest in those stories. There's something here about the physical experience, like the experience of your physical beauty being something that you'll be noticing more, maybe even aging backwards, reversal of aging, looking younger, because of this consciousness, awareness that you embody that is affecting the physical form. So expansion here, you see the arrows. They're in 4 different directions. They go in every different area. It could be in different areas of your life that you will notice you're attracting more and more. Yeah, thank you for confirmation. Confirmation. I'm so glad. I love it when Spirit is really trying to make a point. Here they are. Starfish is about your beauty, and it's a balance here. We have it coming out in the upright. This is not egotistical, which has a layer of somebody who's very very self-conscious when it's not superficial and it's not shallow. This type of beauty comes from the inside out, and and it's not the only part of you, so it's not the only thing that you're thinking about day to day, but it's definitely like what people are sensing and seeing about you right off the bat is your beauty. Something's changing here with this. So your golden hour is maybe you've been watching the sunrise or the sunset, and then you've noticed that time right before or right after is still filled, like the air still has light particles in it, so but it's diffused everywhere. That's your golden hour, that experience. Most people refer to this as like the most beautiful time of the day or times of the day. So they are saying that after you have been through quite the ordeal, you're expanding now. You're going to realize things are going to be attracted to you much easier. It's because of all of this spiritual work you have done. And so your golden hour is here. This will be the best experience for you. Actually, let's use the 108 Oracle. So get ready for the best experience. The rainbow and the flamingos. It might involve the one soulmate, actually. So you could be attracting lots of people, and then there's this one energy. Or you could have your partner right now. I mean, I don't want to exclude those people. So tell me about this, the one and the golden hour. Interesting. Because that's what I said. Yeah. So there's that energy that I was talking about in the beginning where it's turned on and now you're attracting a lot of different options, and maybe you're seeing people differently too. There may be a resonance issue with the person that you are currently with, and it may be going through the relationship, might be going through the underworld. Or you could look at the Dear John letter as maybe a resignation somewhere. It's because it's really just cutting cords with the end of a situation. Cutting cords, something's not working. It would be because you're being led to someone who is, now maybe this is like the prophecy, like the Gnostics feel, where we get to a certain period and then we are drawn to our counterparts. Might be. It might be, so it may be Spirit saying, hey, it's time to go in a different direction, because the higher power has something that is much better for you, and this underworld energy then is necessary for this to come about. All right, then. What else do you want to give us? What else? It said, the letter says, Dear John, I think it is best if we go our separate ways. Excuse me. Well, that's actually the season that we're in right now, isn't it? So the card says autumn. It says 6 to 9 months, but I don't think it means 6 to 9 months. I think it actually means 1.5 months, because I think it's talking about this, not the season, but the zodiac signs that are associated with the timing. So I think that's closer. Fine print says, look closer, research, be careful, pay attention. What can you tell me about the timing card that came out? So reading details, a contract, an agreement, and maybe they're saying too that there is this one energy out there for you, so be very careful when committing to another contract with a person. It's a new you in the journey. Okay. It has to do, the timing card has to do with a new version of you, which we've already established is the siren and the starfish energy. It's watery, for one thing, alluring, and yeah, you're attracting in something different, and so it's taking you somewhere different. The ship can represent the journey or the voyage that you're going to be. I think it's your golden hour. I think it's the experience that you're really going to enjoy. And the Siren 2, to me, is talking about the new version of ourselves. Tell me about the underworld, sidereal space. You still have a choice. Wow. And now you have that. And that. And that. Okay, so you have a choice to make, and it has to do with they're kind of just going along with what I think the message is, what I said in the beginning, that there's now a choice where you're attracting in different things and different people and different frequencies. You'll resonate with different people, and there's probably a counterpart or a one for you out there. And so now it's the coin toss. Do you take the chance? Do you say, okay, I'm going to make this decision 222 about a soulmate energy, flamingo? And the flamingo is an animal that or the bird that we think of being as, like, you know how they have that one foot up with their funny little knee? Looks like they're in the in-between. So soulmates, lovers, union, the it factor. This is what you have, the je ne sais quoi, like a certain thing about you. So now there's a different choice coming up. I hope your situation with somebody wasn't underworld-like. But if it was, then the decision, when the choice appears, should be pretty easy for you to make. So the rainbow is the promise from the higher power. It's the promise that there is this pot of gold, that there is a brighter, better, happier future for you. Wish granted, serendipity, manifesting wealth, prosperity, and perfect timing. And then we have the eclipse, which is the union of opposites, mask, conceal, temporary block, and it's ultimately it's a reveal, I think. So for a lot of you, you haven't actually met this person. I would say that there's more than likely a very strong connection in spirit already, but as far as it physically manifesting into your life, I don't think it has yet. I think that's why this card is coming out, as saying that you don't see this. Like you're going to be surprised, because the light revelation that we get when we're looking at an eclipse is that darkness. That's what makes us really appreciate the light when it comes, and that's what's like coming. So then I have master with discipline, working smart, focus, structure, teaching, training, conquer, overcome, controlled, learning a skill in the flow, and a commanding presence. Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's close this out. I don't think there's really any more I want to get, because if I get a bunch of tarot cards, it's just going to get all messy and complicated. If you need a private reading, hey, I can help you out on an individual basis. It's a pre-recorded reading, and the information does, it is listed in the description box below. But let's see. Angel number 15. 44. And 11. 11 with I am intuitive. Wow, 44, 88. And 15. Okay, so 15 is saying that you are wise and your love for others is powerful. You're able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you into contact with a variety of people, all who would benefit from your warm, heartfelt words of wisdom. I am wise. And master number 44, your angels are encouraging you to continue on your present life path with diligence and determination, and even greater success will come in the future. I am supported. Trusting in the divine plan, right? And then 88 is talking about, I mean, the affirmation is, I am wealthy. It says you're on the cusp of a prosperous, abundant spiritual life where you'll find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which will bring financial and material abundance into your life. I am wealthy, I am supported, and I am wise. So that's what I have for you today. If you like the video, consider giving it a like, and do subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time, Virgo. Bye.